Welcome everybody to my Tour de France ride. It's something I always do every year in celebration of the Tour de France, and it's kind of interesting this year because obviously we're not quite sure when it's going to happen, but this is actually the ride we're going to do is a condensed version, or my version, of an actual stage of the Tour de France from last year. This is something when I teach in America that often I have to explain what the Tour de France is, which is sad to me considering it is the most challenging physical event, sporting event really in the world. When you explain to people that people ride 2,000 kilometers over 3 weeks with basically 3 days rest, 2 days rest, is a pretty astronomical concept. So if you, and obviously the music that I chose today, if you can hear your music, today is a really good day to listen to the music. Epic sporting and gaming music to really get you into that feel. And I'll explain more about it as we go on, but this is my nerdy picture so you can see exactly what the class looks like today. We have a build-up sprint, and then we're gonna have 3 build-up hills, and they're gonna get more difficult, and I'm gonna explain how they categorize climbs and stuff. So 50 minutes, extraordinary opportunity to just crush yourself, just do the best you can. I didn't take Laura's parameters since this is our last, so this isn't like a zone 2, 3, this is like whatever you got, throw it in today. So if you have any frustration, anything going on, now's the time to work it out. So we're gonna get started with our first song, which is Tour de France. In fact, it's such a big deal in Europe that there's an entire album that Kraftwerk did called Tour de France. And we're just gonna listen to one song as we get warmed up. It's gonna be flat, easy, 85 to 95 RPM, just no bouncing in the saddle. And we're gonna be there for the first 3.5 minutes. So go ahead and hit play and we're gonna go. All right. All right, so just begin to deepen your breath. Once again, melting the shoulders down the back. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Gently shake that head from side to side. Go ahead and close your eyes, tune into your body. See how you're feeling today. Every day is different. If you feel like getting a little more speed in those legs this morning, go for it now. You're not gonna have a whole lot of flat road, hence the Tour de France, right? All right, so this is actually based on stage 18 of the 2019 Tour de France. It was 207 kilometers long, and it was Embrun to Valois. We're gonna have 4 stages today. And we're gonna come finish. For my sprinters, there are 3 big jerseys in the Tour de France. This green one is for sprinters. If you're a sprinter, if you like fast flats, this is your section. Then we're gonna hit to the mountains for 3 mountaintop finishes. Each one's gonna get more challenging, and I'll discuss what categories mean in climbs. Put it this way, the lower the number, the harder the climb. So we only have a category 3 climb coming up in here. It's just a little something in the warm-up to make sure you wake your legs up and not fall asleep. We're also gonna talk about teamwork, because bike racing is about teamwork. So even if you're not the sprinter, you still have work to do in that section. Doing the work for your teammate, getting them into the position. All right. For 45 seconds, we're gonna hit the base of a little climb. It's still gonna be easy, But we're gonna add resistance, come out of the saddle, and start to find that half beat. So right now you're fast, but if you can hear underneath, there's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna find that. So looking ahead, and then we're gonna alternate. 30 seconds easy climb out of the saddle, then you're gonna sit down, pick the legs up, zone 2 moderate, and then back to easy. 3 times. All right, go ahead and reach down, add a little resistance, find that 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Once you got that, come on up. If you're not standing, that's totally fine. You can do the same work in the saddle. Hips directly over the pedals, hands in front of you, shift that body weight, side, side, side. All right, we have our first little acceleration. In 4 seconds, sitting down, just pick those legs up. 3, 2, sit down, push. Pick those legs about 5 to 7 RPMs. That should feel moderate. Nothing else changes. Smooth is fast. 10 seconds, you're gonna come right back up. It'll get easier. Weight of the pedals to support you. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Ease it up. Catch your breath here. That's 1. Each time we want our heart rate to go up a little bit more. So if it doesn't feel like you're doing moderate work yet in those pushes, add a little bit more before your next push. Push number 2, moderate zone 2. 2, 1, push. Sit way back in that saddle. It should feel like you're pedaling in circles. Ten more seconds, we ease it up again right out of the saddle. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. This time, once we go into moderate, we stay moderate. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, push. So I like to tell people, this is craft work. If you listen to any dance music today, they invented it. That's the synthesizer, that uns. So you can thank them. All right, listen up. When we come up over the top of this hill now, the road's gonna flatten out a little bit, but you're gonna pick your legs up. Going for an 85 to 95 RPM, finding a zone 2 plus, which means just a little uncomfortable. 4, 3, 2, 1, get on it. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we're in the back of the pack right now. That is not the ideal place to lead your sprinter out. We're gonna sit here for 3 minutes, and then we're gonna start to move up. How do we do that? We have resistance and we work harder. Settle into this. This should feel good. Thoughts come in, thoughts go out. Can you imagine what it would feel like to be in the midst of this peloton? Hear the breathing, feel your body working. 1 minute down, 2 more, just like this. But in 1 minute and 40 seconds, we're gonna have no choice but to pick it up or add a gear and fully embrace zone 3. So this is how we're gonna finish up the first stage. You'll have 1 minute zone 3, 1 minute zone 4, 15 seconds all out sprint, 3 minutes recovery. I don't want you to be afraid to hit that wall by the end, not now. There is no burning here. As you can hear, I'm speaking, just a little bit of breath in there. Remember this feeling. There's not a whole lot of pure recovery today. All right, we have 2 minutes to get our sprinter to the front of the pack. It's time to get the lead out train in order. How does that work? That means the first person on the lead out train works till they're done, and the last sprinter all out. I mean, in theory. All right, here we go. Get ready to add that gear. We're officially in zone 3. In 3, 2, 1. Skip that song. Here we go. The RPMs have picked up 90 to 105. We are starting to weave through that peloton. Nice and smooth. Make sure your teammate is on your wheel. The feeling, I could work harder, but I'd rather not work this hard. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm beneath the burn. That burn is coming in 20. We're gonna have to add one more time. Don't let your legs slow. You might add a bit, but it's gonna burn. It should feel like you're trying to get away and someone's pulling on your bike. Here we go. 3, 2, add it on, try to stay in that saddle. 90%. Level 4, just below max. It is down to you and your 2 teammates. They are letting you go. On the back of their wheel, they're holding you. Your first teammate's gone. You only got 1 more in front of you. Hopefully they can hold for 30 seconds. Then you're gonna explode in or out of the saddle, all out sprint. This is what it takes to win. Risk losing. 20 seconds. How are you gonna get to max? Are you gonna pick your legs up? Are you gonna add a gear? Are you gonna get out of the saddle? You decide now, but commit. You're off in 10. 4, it's down to you. 3, 2, go! 10 seconds. Get across that line. 4, 3, 2, done. Back it off, leave the music. It's part of your recovery. Well done. Flats are done. Flush it out. Because we don't have flat road, for the rest of class, your recoveries are your flat road. So keep your RPMs above 85. Nice work. Where are my sprinters? Did you win? Congratulations, you got the green jersey. Now all the work is for one of the most prestigious, but I think the ugliest of jerseys, the polka dot. God damn, can you come out with a better design than that? I don't know, but we're heading to the mountains, as you can hear that music, and you need a heart of courage. Here we go. Another minute 40, easy. Just promise yourself, when you can breathe in and out of your nose, you'll add a little bit of resistance just to keep the body warm. So welcome to our first climb. It is the col de bars. It is 2,109 meters of climbing. Yeehaw! And it's your first chance to start working towards the polka dot jersey. So as I said, climbs are categorized. The easiest climb is a category 4. Then it goes 3. Then it goes 2. Then it goes 1. And then it goes beyond category. Yeah, beyond. That's where we'll finish. This one's only going to be a cat 2. It is 7 minutes long. And it's going to build like this. 2-minute zone 2, still moderate, still in your comfort zone. 2-minute zone 3, hard. 2.5-minute zone 4. You've already done 1. 15-second all-out sprint, 3 minutes recovery. So if winning a polka dot jersey isn't your biggest inspiration, set something for yourself at the top of this hill. What could be up there that you would fight for? And then earn that 3 minutes of recovery. All right, here we go. Song is turning over. All right, here we go. You got 25 seconds to start to find that climb. The legs will slow down, 65 to 70 RPMs. We're gonna start out of the saddle and then switch it up every 30 seconds. Actually, no, first 30 seconds we'll do in the saddle, second 30 out. Here we go. 3, 2, add it on, moderate climb. Make sure you're not holding any tension in that upper body. You can always lift those fingers. No death gripping. It's still an active recovery on the base of a climb. All right, same thing, just bring it out of the saddle. I want you to notice how your body works a little bit different when you're seated versus standing. This is a little more cardio up here. Don't let your heart rate spike. All right, bringing it back into the saddle. 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1 more minute. And then the hill is gonna get steeper. Work the progression. If you blow it all in the beginning, you'll have nothing at the end. This time we've waited too long at the back. So we're gonna be doing chase work to get to the front. Bring it up, final 30 seconds before it kicks up. This time when you sit down, you're gonna add resistance and you're gonna be in hard. Who knew video game music could be so inspiring? I'm not a battlefield earth person, but here we go. Hill just kicked. Sit, add, feel the difference. We are now back into that zone 3 hard. We are starting to make our way towards the front. We're gonna slowly build. We gotta catch the rider that went off the front. We want those points. Ten seconds, we'll bring it up for 30. 3, 2, 1, bring it up for 30. Actually, we're gonna hold it up for the full minute. So that when we add again, it is epic. Sorry, I'm sweating on my phone, so I'm... All right, get ready. We have the big finale coming up. 2.5 minutes, zone 4. You're gonna sit down and just start to pick up your legs till it burns. In 10. We're at the front, but now we have to go hunt down the 3 bikes up the road. Sit down. Skip that song if you can. Start to pick those legs up. Dig. This is one of my favorite cycling songs. I hope you enjoy. This should feel epic, just like the music sounds. Burning in the legs and lungs. Highest sustainable effort. If you need to work it in and out of the saddle, this is rider's choice now. Do what you need to do. Get to the top of this hill. Exploding through that resistance. Stronger, better, faster, healthier, happier. Now, 1.5 more minutes just like this. If you listen to that voice that tells you you can't, you won't. Turn it around. I can. I will. I am. We caught the first bike. There's the second place bike. 30 seconds to get them. Warrior mode. Get ready for it. Oh, you got them. There's just one more rider in front of you. 30 seconds to catch them. 15 seconds to sprint on by. Go! Let it all go. You've got nothing to lose and everything to win. Final 30 seconds. 10. Get ready to explode. 4, 3, 15 seconds, all out. 10, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Just let it go. 3 minutes to catch your breath. Well done. Yeehaw. All right, you got your first 10 points. You got the jersey on your back. It's one thing to get it. It's another thing to keep it. Let that heart rate come back down. Now you know what's coming. They just get a little more challenging. Feel free to drink water, take a posture break, whatever your body needs now. Bring that heart rate down so we can jack it back up again. Okay, the best part of climbing is coming down the other end. That's what we're doing now. Feel the wind in your hair. If you hit that right, you're still breathing pretty tough. All right, climb number 2. It's not any more time, it's just more time in the harder end. So, second climb. This one is a category 1, the Col des Ordes. It's 2,360 meters of climbing, and it's worth 15 points, 7 minutes long. This is how your work is going to break out. Two-minute zone 2, 2 minutes, oops, sorry, is that right? 2-minute zone 3, 3-minute zone 4, 10-second sprint. So we added 30 seconds to that high-end work. But your sprint is 5 seconds less, so. 45 seconds, we'll be back in zone 2 at the base of that climb. Do what you need to do to prepare. You are just over halfway through this class now. Think of all you've accomplished in the first half. What can you still get out of the second half now that your body is primed for maximum results? Don't tune out, tune in. Your body is a fat and calorie incinerating machine. Let's make the most of it. Let's give our hip flexors a break, add some moderate resistance, come on up, your climb has begun. So this is from Tron. Tron is a Disney sci-fi movie, but the music is by Daft Punk. So yes, they're not just crazy robots, they're actually music composers. Cool fact. Nice and smooth. I want you to imagine you're pouring your body from side to side like water. Not jerky, it's fluid. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Once again, we're gonna work it in and out every 30 seconds. In the beginning. Then when we hit zone 4, it's your choice. We're slowly bringing that heart rate back up, but it's still moderate. You could still have a conversation. Bring it up, nice and smooth. Remember this form. Shoulders down the back. Core engaged. Final 30 seconds in moderate. In the saddle in 3, 2, 1. In 30 seconds, we start to accelerate. This time, we're not going to let somebody escape off the front. Hell no. We're going to be at the front so we can respond to the attack, so we can go with that group. Here we go. Start to pick the legs up. 3, 2, pick it up. There's 2 ways to increase your effort. You either add resistance and hold your RPM, or you accelerate. Try to find something closer to an 80 RPM now. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, in 15 seconds, you can bring it up. But in order to hold this now, you're gonna have to add some resistance. 3, 2, 1. Stay with the group. If you want to change the way you look and feel, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. This is that work. But it doesn't burn. It's just uncomfortable. 3, 2, 1. Same effort. Adjust with the resistance if something changed. All right. 50 more seconds here. Then we're going to pick it up and start to attack. The group is going. We're going with them. 3 minutes, zone 4. It's going to be a war of attrition. Only strongest will remain. Get ready for it. In 10. 3, 2, 1. The attack is going. Let's go. Start to find that zone 4. Add on, make it heavy. Just turn into a wall. The game has changed. They're going to do everything they can to drop you. You are not going to let go of that wheel. Your choice. Work it in and out of the saddle, but don't cheat. Effort stays the same no matter where you are. Count you down every 30 seconds. 30 down, 2.5 to go. This is tough. You are tougher. You get tired of sitting, you stand up. Tired of standing, you sit down, but you fight. If there is pain, dizziness, nausea, that's done. Less than that, you got it. One minute down, 2 to go. It burns. Nothing worth anything comes easy. You gotta fight. Guess what? It's down to only 3 of us. The riders behind us all gave up. Stay on that wheel. Hold just a little back. Let them ride you right up to the top. 1.5. Tune into this feeling. It's an amazing feeling. If you started to back off, bring it back. 1 more minute like this. Find your edge. Worst case, you burn out. So what? 2 of you left. What's your mantra? I already told you mine. I can, I will, I am. But if that doesn't work for you, find something that does. Look up the road. You can see the top. There's the banner. But wait for it. Timing is everything. In 20 seconds, you explode. 10 seconds. In 10, 4, 10. How are you going back? Side now. Add, pick up, or both. In or out of the saddle. 3, 2, go. Pass them. 3, 2, 1. Done. Back it off. Beautiful. Well done. 15 points. Push it out. We are 3 stages into this. 1 to go. The grand finale. Shake it out, let it go. Get that oxygen in. Drink water if you're having trouble bringing your heart rate down. It will help. All right. So you tackled the category 2. You tackled the category 1. Now we're going beyond category with one of the most famous stages, mountaintop finishes in all of the Tour de France. So this is the day. It is 2,642 meters of climbing, 8 minutes long, 20 points. This one you take, you can also take the yellow jersey. We didn't talk about that, but that is the most coveted jersey in all of sports. Because you have to be consistent. Unlike other sports, you don't have to have 1 good day or 2 good days or even just a couple of hours. You cannot have a bad day in 21 days of riding. Unreal. 1 bad day, 1 bad night's sleep, 1 little sniffle of a cold. Oh, this is my favorite part to tell people too. So by the 3rd stage of the tour, by the way, this isn't healthy. Your body basically goes into a state that it's on Mount Everest equivalent. You are cannibalizing your own muscles. These guys are burning 7,000 calories a day. It's almost impossible to put that back in. So if you ever want a freaky thing to look up, and you're a science geek, look up what the guy's legs like at the tour by leg 3. They're so dehydrated, they have no fat, their legs look like tree trunks of like veins, and there's just nothing. No fat left. Crazy, right? All right, so 8 minutes to do something that will change your mind and body forever. 8 minutes. I'm gonna ask you guys a really important question. Are you worth it? Can I get a thumbs up if you're worth it? Yes. You have to believe you are, right? All right, here we go. We got 1 more minute, then we've got a climb that looks like this. 1.5 minutes, zone 2 moderate. 2 minutes, zone 3. 4 minutes, zone 4. 20-second all-out sprint. Start to add a little moderate resistance if you're starting to drift off. Keep that body warm. I just wanted to give you a little extra recovery time. No excuses. One last time, set something on the top of that mountain. A person, a goal, something worth fighting for. All right, song turns over in 10. Reach down for the final time. Start to find your moderate climb. You have 30 seconds before we're out of the saddle. In 3, 2, 1. Yes, this is for my Game of Thrones fans. I hope there's some out there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ease back into it. 70 to 75. One last time. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Lift and separate the collarbones. Let the oxygen in. The fingers and toes. All right, same effort. We're gonna bring it out of the saddle. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So this time, we've tried the catching back up. We've tried going with the group. This time we're going for solo victory. That's it. With 4 minutes to go, we're gonna break away. Full commitment. You either win big or you go down trying. Not yet though. Remember, you only have 4 minutes that you can hold that effort. Bring it down with control. When the song turns over, in 20 seconds, we're back in zone 3. We just start to accelerate in the saddle. By the way, the last song, and I'll let you know when it's here, was the theme of the Tour de France last year. So hopefully it'll be as motivating for you as it is for me. All right, here we go. Start to accelerate those legs. Starting to find that zone 3. 70 to 85 RPMs. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is it. You're at the peloton, sitting at about second wheel. 1 minute, 40 seconds here. Then you make that move. Bring it up. Give those hip flexors a break. Same effort. If it's getting harder to hold the same effort, you're exactly where you should be, fatiguing. Can you feel the epicness of the moment? Feel that hill around you. Feel your body getting stronger, leaner, fitter, healthier with every pedal stroke. There is no waste here. In the saddle, hold. "40 seconds, you make your move. 4 minutes of your life. Seems like an eternity, but think about how quickly 4 minutes of your life pass every single day. Make this 4 count. Bring it up. Before we start that attack, we're gonna start in the saddle. Again, you're gonna pick those legs up. And add. Breathe, sit, reach down. It just turned into a wall. 60 to 65 RPMs. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're attacking on the steepest part. Once again, I will count you down every 30 seconds. Feel the burn. Once you attack, you're starting to pull away. Hang on. That's 30. What keeps you going when you want to give up? What motivates you? Find it. Just think of how good you're going to feel when you get to the top. One minute down. 3 to go. Warrior mode. Just the point you want to back off. That change is happening. Stay with it. You're now completely alone. But there is someone only about 50 meters behind you. All right. Song is about to turn over. You're hitting the end. Get ready to sit. Hold it for 30 seconds. In 4, 3, if you're out of the saddle, sit. Hold, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is that grand finale I was telling you about. It's all over in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, you are free to fly in or out of the saddle because guess what? That person right behind you is closing the gap. Are you gonna get them past you after all this work? Fuck no, get ready to take off. 3, 2, 1. 1.5 minutes, let's go. You can work it in and out of the saddle for the rest of this climb, but leave nothing in the tank, all on the road. Imagine watching people climb epic mountains with this music, right? Oh. 1 more minute like this. They are getting closer. Not now, relax the face. Wiggle the fingers, don't waste any energy that's not turning over those pedals. Final minute of class, there is nothing after this. I don't care if you held back or backed off any time. Uh-oh, they caught you. That's okay. Hold it for 20 seconds, then you know what to do. You're gonna explode. Final 20 seconds coming in 15. See the finish line. See your friends and family waiting for you. 8 seconds. Sprint for the win. 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds, go, go, go. Rip those pedals off the cranks. You're pulling ahead, 10 more seconds. 5, every last drop. 3, 2, 1, done. Yeehaw. Let it all go, you can collapse on those handlebars. Work is done, recovery begins, and it is just as important. Yee! So who won? You get to win in here every single time. Me! Well done. High five your teammates. They helped you too. This is just as important. Flush all of that burning out. That's lactic acid. That inhibits recovery. Flush it out so there's no burning. If you ever watch a professional bike race and you see them race for like 200 kilometers and they get off and they get on their trainer and you're like, what are they doing? They're not working hard. They're actually flushing out the legs to help recover for the next day. It's actually worse to just stop. In fact, guess what they do during a rest day, during the tour? They ride their bike. Because if they don't, they'll cramp up like they can't stop riding at that point. All right, close those eyes one more time. Tune into your body. How does it feel different than when you got on the bike? Thank your body for being strong and healthy enough to do this work. It's actually a privilege, even though it doesn't feel that way at the time. And remember this feeling. Next time you want to skip your ride, this is why we ride. As those endorphins start to settle in, serotonin, dopamine, all those good feelings. It's the best high you'll ever have, and there are no side effects or come down. I wish I'd realized that in my 20s. All right, guys, what do you think? You ready to ride the Tour de France? So we did one stage. Who's gonna come back for the next 20? Thank you guys so much. How are you feeling?
Hey, Alie. I'm gonna let everybody turn their mics on, so we're gonna close the video. You wanna just say goodbye to the internet?
Well, goodbye. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it piqued your interest in the Tour de France.